Okay, you want to get a bowl. What you're going to do is you're going to add your vinegar. And then you're going to slowly stream in your olive oil. This is what we call a 3-to-1 ratio, which means it's 1 part vinegar or acid, 3 parts oil. So if I'm using 1 tablespoon of vinegar, then I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of oil. And what you're going to do is you're going to slowly stream it in. Okay, you're going to create an emulsion. You got to whisk really good. Slowly add it in. If you go too fast, the sauce and the oil and the vinegar separate. That should do it. Then you're going to add your salt, pepper to taste. Preferably you would like to use a white pepper on this. I've got some kosher salt. And then sugar to kind of cut into the acid. This will kind of balance it out. Whisk it again. Taste. And that's perfect. Next step is we're going to chop the cilantro. Okay. For this particular application, you want to take off the stems. If I was doing a pico de gallo, then I would probably leave the stems on. So you want to kind of take off the stems. You can do it with your knife as well. So you're basically just doing this with your knife. Okay, you don't have to take every stem off, but for the most part you want to use mainly the leaves. And then this is what we do as a rough chop or a chop. Use your knife, just like that. And then add it in to your vinaigrette. And set the vinaigrette aside. For the salad, I have a tomato, I have a whole cucumber that we're going to split in half. We have a bell pepper, and then we have a red onion. First thing you're going to do is you're going to get your tomato, and you're going to do what they call a tomato concasse, and we're going to basically take out the core here, and then you're going to score it. Okay, so with the paring knife, you just make a little X, go about halfway through. You're going to put a little score here, so basically an X, and then take out part of the core here. Okay, get a pot of water to a rolling boil. You're going to add your tomato into it, and what you want to do is you want to get it to a point where it blisters. If at all possible, you want water to submerge the tomato to be completely submerged in the water. If not, then you're going to have to go ahead and turn it around as you go. I also have some ice water ready so that you can place it into the ice water to stop the cooking process. This is called blanching and then shocking. So I'll show you what it looks like once it starts to blister. Basically, the skin will begin to crack, and it takes roughly about anywhere from a minute and a half to 2 minutes, and as you can see, it's starting to crack here. So we'll just give it a turn on the other side, and once it does that, we'll place it into the ice water. Okay, so now we got a nice little blister here. We'll place this in the water. As you can see, it's blistered. That's what you're looking for. Place it into the water. Okay, the next step is you're going to take out the seeds. First, you want to go ahead and remove the skin. And it should come off easily. Then you're going to cut it in half. Then you're going to remove the, you can cut it in half again. Then you're going to remove the seeds. So all you really want is the meat of it. Just like that. Make sure you get all the seeds out. Again, we'll just do what we call fillet. So we're going to do a small dice. All the vegetables here will be a small dice. So we're going to go ahead and cut just like that. Just like this. We want them all uniform. Okay. Set that in there. Same thing here. You got a nice, beautiful small dice here, all uniform. Put that in the bowl. Okay, for the cucumber, what you want to do is you're going to be using, each one of you, again, you're making 2 ring molds. You're going to cut off the ends. Then you're going to cut it in half. Make sure you cut evenly. So you'll have your 2 cucumbers for your ring molds. What you want to do is you want to cut a little bit off the bottom with your knife, not too much, just a little. This way it holds, it doesn't roll on you, okay? So this will stay. The other way you can do it is if you want to get a pillar, you can make a couple of slits like that, and then you have a foundation. As for the cuts, you want to cut them really thin. So you want to cut them as thin as you can get them so that they're pliable. As you can see, and you roughly want about 22 cuts. You want to get them consistent, just like this. Nice and thin. You don't want to get too thick. I'll give you an example. If you go too thick like this, then it's not going to, see, it's not going to be as flexible enough. So as thin as you can get them. If at all possible, lay them out in order, like I'm doing here, and then continue slicing as thin as you have a mess up. Just set it aside, and then just continue to cut. And again, you want to make sure you lay them out. Again, you want roughly about 22 slices. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, once you get all your cuts, you want to put them in that ring mold, okay, and then you'll put your diced vegetables in there. And that's basically it. So again, practice, 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 nice and thin, consistent. If you don't have good ones, set them aside. And again, 22, let's see how much I have here. 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And we can give you one more, and you still have a little extra. If you have a little extra, then you can go ahead and do the diced cucumber. Okay, just so you know, these have already been washed. So we're going to use a small portion here. Here's how you want to take out the seeds. If you have a whole pepper, you take off, split it in half. Just remove the pepper or the seeds with your hand. And then what I'll do is I'll give it a little hit just to get the excess out, and then wipe off your board. Okay. So we're going to do yellow bell pepper. We'll cut it in to 1/4. And then we're going to take off the ends. And here we're going to take off the ribs. So this is going to take a little bit of a practice here, but so we're going to lay this flat, and we want to take out the rib part so it is yellow. So we don't want any white showing. So we basically got all yellow. This we're getting rid of. We'll work with this after we're done. So same size, 1/4 inch. Okay. right in there. And you can do the same thing with this. Take off the rib. So it's all yellow. Okay. And you can do the same thing. Turn it around. 1/4 inch. And then finally, the onion. So we'll do a 1/4. It's going to be a little bit different than when you did the chili. Remember when you did the you did a 1/2 of an onion. We're going to do like a 1/4 onion. So we could take the whole core off on both ends. We take this off. I'm going to show you a little easier way of doing this. Take out this first leaf. Okay. What I like to do is just take off a couple of leaves, just like this. Okay. Then we're just going to flatten it, just like that. Okay. Then you're going to do your cuts. Okay. And then you've got this nice beautiful cut. Come across the other way. So we want that nice beautiful 1/4 inch dice. Just make sure you get it all started. Just like that. Again, if you have a sharp knife, it'll give you a nice clean cut. Okay. There you go. Nice clean cut. Onion in there. And we have beautiful color of cucumber, yellow bell pepper, tomato, concasse. And the next step is to actually add the vinaigrette in there. We're not going to add all of this. Remember, this is enough for 2, but here we're just going to put a little bit in here. We don't want it to drain off, so we're just going to add like a teaspoon, just a little bit more, and then mix it in. Okay, just enough. Okay, usually you would do is you would actually put it in a sieve to kind of drain off the excess, but about a teaspoon should be good enough. And you can adjust afterwards. But again, you do want to taste it to see that it is, double check it for more salt and pepper. Okay, the next step is you're going to actually do the plate presentation. Okay, so you're going to have these little molds here. You'll place it in the center. Then we're going to place the cucumbers into the mold this way, okay? And then we're going to shingle them all the way across. Then once you get them all in, then you're going to place that beautiful, and then place it so that it's in the center of the plate, filling in it. Make sure it's centered. Place your filling in. And it should go to the very top of the cucumber so it's even with the cucumber. Okay, and this is going to be just about the right amount. Place it down. You do want to clean your plate before you unmold it. You will be doing these on plates, and then you're going to be doing another salad after that with this. So just make sure your plate is nice and clean. Make sure that it's in there secure. Again, you don't want to press down too much, but you want to get it so that it holds, okay? And there's your salad. Okay? Just like that. Okay, and then you can use a sprig of cilantro for a garnish. Okay, after you've made your salad, you're going to do a little green salad. Okay, so you're going to get some romaine, take off some of the stems off here, cut off the ends, get rid of those. Show you how to do that. We're going to have some ice water ready so we can chill it. Okay. And you're just going to cut your salad. Usually you want to cut through the ribs here. Okay, make sure your knife is sharp. Just like this. Put it in your ice water. Get another leaf here. Actually, if you go more towards the heart of it, you get a better, crispier salad. Get rid of that end. Cut through the rib. Basically, larger cuts, bite-sized pieces. Okay, again, make sure that the ice dissolves. Okay. So you can do this while you guys are making the salad as well. This way you can let your salad drain. Okay, then you're going to go ahead and place your salad into the bowl so you can give it a final mix. The salad, okay, that you made. Then any additional cucumber, bell pepper mix added in. And then any additional vinaigrette that you may have left over. Okay, so you just mix that all up. Okay. Add any additional vinaigrette if you need to. Okay. And then hit it and finally finish it off with some feta cheese. Okay, we'll crumble that up. Just like that. And then we'll give it a final mix. Bring your bowl. Mix that up really good. Set that in. Make it look nice. You have that nice cucumber. So this is kind of like a Greek salad. And there you go. You got this nice little salad here.